In a world full of rules, my heart creates its own just to be near you. If love is a crime, I'd gladly be a repeat offender for you. Every rule I've ever known feels like a suggestion when you're in my thoughts. I'd rewrite the laws of physics just to spend one more moment with you. For you, I'd break every rule because every moment with you feels like breaking free. I've always played by the book, but for you, I'd start a new chapter of rebellion. My heart beats in defiance of every rule for just one night with you. In the chaos of rule breaking, I find my peace with you. Rules are meant for those who haven't felt the pull of your soul. I'd cross every line just to see the smile you wear for me. For you, I'd trade every rule for a chance at our rule-less world. I understand now why some stories tell of breaking rules for love. The rulebook of life was not written for us. We write our own with every heartbeat. If love were a game, I'd cheat every rule just to win you. Rules keep order, but your love brings chaos. I'd choose over any calm. I'd bend time and space, break every law, for one night where only you and I exist. In my rule book of life, you is the only chapter worth reading. Rules are the walls society builds. I'd tear them down for a moment with you. I never knew rule breaking could feel so right until your name was involved. For you, I'd break the silence of the night just to hear your voice. My love for you makes every rule seem like a mere suggestion. There's a revolution in my heart, and it's all for you. I'd overwrite every rule just to live in the moment with you. Rules are for the ordinary. Our love is anything but. For one night with you, I'd become a master of breaking boundaries. If loving you breaks the rules, then let me be lawless. I'd dismantle every barrier just to feel your presence one night more. Your love is my excuse to ignore every rule ever written. In the book of my life, you're the plot twist that defies all rules. For you, I'd break every promise made to myself just to make one to you. I'd turn the world upside down for just one night where you're mine. Rules are just lines on paper, but my love for you is written in the stars. I'd erase every rule if it meant one more dance with you. For you, I'd break the chains of convention to feel your embrace. If breaking rules could write our love story, I'd break them all. I'd defy gravity, logic, and every rule if it led me to you. For one night with you, I'd rewrite the laws of the universe. Rules were made to be followed, but hearts were made to chase love. I'd break every rule in the book just to hold your hand in the moonlight. Your whisper would make me forget every rule I know. For you, I'd redraw the lines society laid, just to step into your world. I'd break the silence of my heart, just for one night with you. Rules are temporary, my longing for you is eternal. I'd defy the stars, break the rules, for one night where only love reigns. For you, I'd become an outlaw of love, breaking every rule to be close. I'd navigate through a maze of rules just to find my way to you. Love like ours doesn't fit into rule books. It writes its own. I'd break every rule of time just to relive every moment with you. In the rule book of life, you're the exception I'd choose every time. For you, I'd break every boundary, because love knows no limits. If loving you means breaking rules, then I'll be the first to step out of line. I'd turn the world upside down, break every rule, for just one night where you're mine. Rules are like chains. My love for you is the key to freedom. For one night with you, I'd break the silence of my own reservations. I'd break every rule in the sky just to align our stars. Rules dictate order, but your love ignites my chaos. I'd break every law of nature just to hold you close. For you, I'd forget every rule I've learned, because you teach me love. My heart would break every rule just to hear your laughter. In a world of rules, my love for you is the beautiful anarchy. I'd dismantle every rule just to build a night with you. For you, I'd break every barrier, because every moment with you feels like freedom. Rules are for those who haven't felt the fire of your touch. I'd break through every wall just for one night where you're mine. In a world of constraints, my love for you is the ultimate rebellion. For one night with you, I'd break the silence of my heart. I'd break every rule in the book just to write our own love story. Rules are temporary. My desire for you is timeless. For you, I'd become a renegade of love, breaking every rule to reach you. I'd defy every law just to feel your heartbeat next to mine. If loving you means breaking rules, then let chaos reign. For one night with you, I'd break every promise I've made to myself. Rules keep order, but your love brings the chaos I crave. I'd break every boundary just to see the sunrise with you. For you, I'd ignore every rule, because you are my exception. My heart would break every rule just to hear you say my name. I'd break the silence of the night for one moment where it's just us. In a world full of rules, you're the one I'd break them all for. For one night with you, I'd forget every lesson on restraint. Rules are guides. My love for you is the destination. I'd break through any barrier just to feel your warmth. For you, I'd rewrite the rules because our love deserves its own chapter. I'd break every law of love just to prove ours is different. For one night with you, I'd break the chains of solitude. Rules dictate what's safe. Loving you is my adventure. I'd break every rule just to dance with you under the moon. For you, I'd forsake every rule because with you, I'm free. I'd break the calm of my life for the storm of your love. For one night with you, I'd break every vow of restraint. Rules are for the ordinary. Our love is extraordinary. I'd break every rule of distance just to be close to you. For you, I'd break the silence of my heart just to whisper your name. I'd defy every convention just for one moment in your arms. Rules keep us apart. I'd break them all just to be with you. For one night with you, I'd break the boundaries of time. I'd break every rule of logic because loving you is my only reason. For you, I'd challenge every norm because you are my new normal. I'd break every rule in the sky just to see our stars align. For one night with you, I'd break the silence of my longing. Rules are the chains of society. My love for you is the key to freedom. I'd break every rule of separation just to feel your presence. For you, I'd break the quiet of my life for your symphony. I'd break every barrier of time just for one more moment with you. For one night with you, I'd break every rule in the book of life. Rules are just lines. My love for you is the space between. I'd break every rule of silence just to hear your voice. For you, I'd break every rule because you're the only law I follow. I'd break the chains of routine just to live one night in your world. For one night with you, I'd break the walls of my heart wide open. Rules are for the past. My love for you is for the now. I'd break every rule of your caution just to fall into your embrace. For you, I'd break every rule because in your arms I find my freedom. I'd break the silence of the stars just to light up our night. For one night with you, I'd break every rule of solitude. Rules are guidelines. My love for you is the journey. I'd break every rule of the heart just to let you in. For you, I'd break every rule because with you, I am complete. I'd break the silence of my soul just for one night with you. For one night with you, I'd break every rule written in the stars. Rules dictate behavior. My love for you dictates my heart. I'd break every rule of distance just to be one step closer to you. For you, I'd break every rule because you're my one true exception. I'd break the silence of the night just to hear your heartbeat. For one night with you, I'd break every rule of time. Rules keep order, but your love is my beautiful chaos. I'd break every rule of the mind just to follow my heart to you. For you, I'd break every rule because loving you is my truth. I'd break every barrier of doubt just for one night with you. For one night with you, I'd break every rule of loneliness. Rules are for the uninspired. My love for you know no bounds.